Because I can't name you one.
Well, I would like to think...
Unless he's coming to the end of his career.
Well, no, I think you can also look at players. What you want from a player who's coming here is a player who's got sufficient belief in his own ability to say, listen, I'm going to go there and I'm going to get me place in that team. And they, to me, are precisely the sort of players that Eddie's looking for. He wants players with ambition, with drive, with the right attitude. Because what you don't want is, for example, and I'm not putting DCL in this bracket, by the way, but if you're saying that he would be coming here towards the end of his career just to get a comfortable paycheck and the odd game here and there,
and not push for the first team.
Is that really what we're after? No. I want players who are going to want to be in that first team and be banging on Eddie's door to see why am I not getting a chance.
I see Shelley's in there for the Everton fan. Welcome again, Shelley. Lovely to have you on board, sweetheart. Listen, I am absolutely 100%. I don't think DCL's a bad striker. Listen, he's performed half decent. It's just been injuries.
That's the thing.
It's another Wilson, isn't it? You're gambling on a player being available to be on the bench for you. And I think that is always going to be the cloud above his head. So
and I think again that's we've said it earlier on in the show. The best ability is availability. And you need to be looking at players who haven't had, horrendous injury records.
Yeah. So is it time then, if this is the situation, we've bought this, the lads, the youngsters in now. There's a couple of youngsters that I think need time to develop. But I also think if Eddie Howe is looking at any type of player to show any type of form and want to play in a black and white shirt, he's got to sometimes look within the club. And I think there's going to be opportunities for some of these youngsters. And again, he obviously he rates the likes of Sean Neve. He's obviously been in the squad a couple of times. He's been involved in a lot of training with the first team. So I obviously think that you look at it. You look at it and you start saying to yourself, if we can't go abroad and buy a player because of the finances have got to go elsewhere in more key positions. Now, again, I say more key positions because when you've not got a backup striker, it becomes evident that it's a key position because we're not expecting Isak to play every game, especially now in Europe. So where do you go?
Well, there's a load of the chat, obviously, as usual, who are saying Asula should have had more minutes. But again,
and I agree with that. But there's obviously something not showing in training. And that's the reasons why Asula hasn't been given more minutes. His only goal, and I know everybody goes back, he scored, and I got this the other week when we were online. He got more goals than Wilson. Yes, he did. But it didn't come from open play. It come from a set piece. He's 6'3". I mean, you expect him to be half decent in the air. But for me, it's the fact that when I see him through the middle, he's Callum Wilson times two, apart from the injuries. He's too direct. He needs to be moving. He needs to be finding channels to run into.
He's going to have to learn that.
That's what I'm saying. But there's obviously something that got him involved in the likes of Mad Dog's eyes because obviously it was Mad Dog that bought him or certainly gave Eddie Howe the nudge to go and pursue this lad. So why hasn't he been given an opportunity to play? Because you're working off according to everybody else now. The best striker in the world. You've got an old head in Callum Wilson who can show players how to put the backs into defenders.
Don't forget to smash the like button. It helps us a lot to keep growing. subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, activate all notifications, that way you get notified every time we go live. And don't forget, you can become a member, get exclusive content, access to all of our live shows on demand at the time that you want. And also, of course, giveaways every month, sometimes multiple giveaways a month. So stay tuned for that. Check it out. Help support the channel. It's a small fee. And of course, you help us and grow. If you hate the Mackhams, smash that like button.
To save the bleeding races. When we got the wheel put on, away we went again. But them that had their noses broke, they came back our him. Some went to the dispensary, and some to Dr. Gibbs's, and some to the infirmary.